Well, hello everyone, and welcome back. Woo, I am so excited about this. It's done. It's done. Uh, I finally finished my rep building for the Honor Bound. I'm finally exalted with the Honor Bound. And I have the Ready for War achievement, which means I can finally do the quest to unlock the allied race, the Maghar Orcs. Yeah. I have really wanted to unlock these guys. I love orcs, and obviously, as you can see, my main here, my shaman, is an orc. So getting to have these guys unlocked and having one of these, ooh, I'm just giddy at the thought of getting to do this. But also, you guys need to see what happens in this quest, because oh my goodness, what happens in this quest is fascinating. So if you haven't seen this quest, stick around and check this out, especially if you know about what happened in Warlords of Draenor, and if you know what happened, not just, when I say Warlords involving, like, Grom and the Orcs over there and alternate Draenor, Yorel and those Draenei over there, also involving the Army of the Light and the Lightforged Draenei that we met in Legion. So let's keep that in mind. The Orc clans of Draenor never drank the demon blood that corrupted their distant kin. Proud and defiant, they stood united as one tribe, the Maghar. With their unrelenting courage and fierce sense of honor, the Maghar now fight to claim a new home on Azeroth. At least they will after this quest. So what do they have? Their traits are Ancestral Call, invokes the power of your ancestors, granting you their power. I'd be very interested in seeing how that actually works. Open Skies, faster mount speed while outdoors. That sounds awesome. I'm very curious how much faster that is. Sympathetic Vigor, pet health is increased. So if you have a pet class, there you go. And Savage Blood, reduces the duration on all poisons, disease, and curses effects on you. Not bad. And I'm pretty sure that is the Heritage Armor. It looks awesome. Though I still want them to come out with a Heritage Armor for just the regular orcs here. So as you can see, we have the 4 people representing each of the allied races here. The fact that G and Gallywix are here makes me wonder, are we going to have an extra Goblin or Pandaren allied race possibility? But I don't know. The fact that Liadrin represents the Nightborn, Bane represents the High Mountain, and Rokan represents the Zandalari, which I'm working my way. You can see right here, I'm revered, and working my way towards getting them to Exalted, and then we'll be able to get the Zandalari Trolls, but that'll be another time. For now, let's talk to Eitrig, my man.
Yes?
The Horde needs allies, this is true. But to be worthy of a place here, those we recruit must have honor in their hearts. If they lack it, their presence only diminishes us. Vision of Time. We have in our possession a fragment of the Vision of Time that was used by Garrosh to travel to Draenor years ago. Chief Telemancer Oculus believes that we can use it to go there once more and collect on our debt with the native orcs of that world. We must meet Oculus in Zuldazar. He awaits our arrival with the fragment in hand.
I also want to point out, it's been some time since we've been on Draenor. Like in lore, some time has passed since the events of Warlords. And you're gonna notice that a bit.
Goodbye.
I see the value in this plan. But I thought the door to that other Draenor had closed.
I have obtained a fragment of the artifact Garrosh used to travel to that world. I believe it can open the way again, but I will need help to do it.
Our Nightborn allies possess a particular affinity for teleportation. I suggest you draw upon their knowledge to aid you on your journey.
By your leave, War Chief. Come, champion.
Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and recall. Because I have it set to the Great Seal. There he is. I like how Etrig's already here.
From Ka. Stay strong.
Anar Amenos.
Niximus, it is good to see you. I have been in need of an assistant to attune this fragment for some time now. We're the shard of the vision of time. Not depleted, I could use it to send you on your way. But my specialty is teleportation, not chromancy. Time magic was the province of our former leader, Grand Magistrix Elisand. Much of her knowledge died with her. It is said that Elisand had mastered incantations known only to the bronze dragons. Perhaps they would be willing to aid your cause. Meet with Anachronos in the Caverns of Time. I gotta go all the way to the Caverns of
Respect
Time.
magic, or it will break you.
Oh, he's basically saying again what I just read. Well, I guess I can just take either the Thunder Bluff or Silithus portals and then just fly there.
Our war chief will not tolerate excuses. It seems Niximus must journey to Teneris. My old bones need a rest.
Alright, fine. Okay, let me look at the map real quick. Alright, that's gonna... Let me just switch that. There we go. That's gonna cause some lag issues. Alright, so let's see. Mulgore is... How high up is Mulgore is over here. And here's Teneris, and here's Silithus. Yeah, let's just take the Silithus portal. Let's just do that. What's that portal over there for, by the way? In case you're curious about what it is I've been considering that I could make when I get the Mag'har Orcs unlocked, I was thinking perhaps a warrior and kind of like, I don't know, like make him based on Grom. That's probably a little like expected, but you know. Alright, there's not really a there's no flight master here. I mean, obviously I'll go over some of the stuff that you can do in terms of the character creator when it comes to the Mag'har Orcs. But that's kind of what I was thinking of. Like, if I was going to make a Mag'har Orc, I'd probably want to go with a warrior. I do have a regular Orc warrior. Like, my main warrior is a regular Orc, but just the idea of making a Mag'har Orc warrior kind of modeled around Grom, I just think it would be kind of cool. I like to kind of model some of my mains around like known characters. Huh. This is like the one little spot over here that I never uncovered when I was in Ungoro. As you can see, I actually didn't do any questing with this. So this is my main that I did a lot of the main questing and leveling with, and as you can see, I actually didn't do any of Ungoro when I was leveling. I think I mainly kind of made my way up here, you know, with the Barrens, Ashenvale. I remember distinctly doing the Stone Talon Mountains because that was a questline that I remember doing the whole thing, and I was like, wow. So let me just go ahead and fly over that real quick just to get that discovered, so that way I can get the achievement of explore Ungoro Crater. And as you can see, I've been making progress while I was working on my honor-bound grinding. I only have this to do left, and I just have to do 4 factions, which I'm not that far off with the others, but I just finished this, the Wild World of Quests. Let me go ahead and grab this real quick. It should pop up any second. Come on. Really? That wasn't enough? Huh. Now why would that not be enough? Now see, that moves into Daenerys. Why is this not... Hold on. Hold on. Didn't I, Oh, never mind. I actually do have the achievement. I just never completed with this character, but... The Ironstone Plateau. There it is. There we are. Don't worry, I'm not gonna do this on camera right now. We're just gonna go straight there. Although that's a little deceptive because it's not saying that's the waypoint on the surface. You actually have to... That's the waypoint under the ground when you go into the Caverns of Time. As you can see, I did a little bit of questing here in Tanaris, I don't remember. Huh, Gadget Zan. I remember there, going there. I remember doing a bit of questing there. That was interesting. The Gaping Chasm. Yep, I remember that. No, don't get distracted by the waypoint on the minimap. It lies to you. It lies. What am I doing? This is the wrong mount to be flying when I go here. There we go. Much better. I don't know. I just find something just absolutely hilarious and amusing that here I am going into the area where the... Oh my gosh. Wish there was a portal from Orgrimmar straight here. But I just find it amusing that I'm going to the area which is the home of the Bronze Dragonflight, and here I come in riding an infinite time reaver. You know, a mount that's basically representing their arch nemesis, the infinite dragonflight. I just find that hilarious. That they wouldn't give me, like, looks or double takes like, huh? Or just like looks of like, whoa, how dare you bring that in here? There's Zaladormu. Hey.
Is it time for you to visit me already? Yes, I suppose it is then.
Echo of Gul'dan.
To attune this shard to the place that you wish to go, we must follow some of its history. The first location we will visit is the Dark Portal in the Blasted Lands. It was there that Gul'dan used a piece of the Vision of Time to travel between realities. Join me there when you are ready.
Defeat the Echo of Gul'dan at the Dark Portal in the Blasted Lands. That sounds awesome! If only I could get some way to just go straight there. Oh my gosh. Alright, hold on. Take the portal from the Hall of the Ancients to Orgrimmar. I like how they added these extra tooltips to help you get to the right location. Oh, take the portal to Shatrath. Oh. What an interesting idea. I thought I was going to have to go to the Eastern Kingdom somehow. In fact, there is another portal that can do this. At least I'm pretty sure there is. But I guess I can just fly on over from Shatrath to the Hellfire Peninsula. So let's do that. Actually, we're in Outland, so let's use this. Outland. I did not really handle my questing in this area very well. As you can see, I actually did not do Shadow Moon Valley when I was leveling this guy. I ended up going to Netherstorm, but I didn't finish any of the chapter stuff. I actually, did some, but I wasn't really enjoying it. I did most of Hellfire, you can see. I almost entirely finished Hellfire Peninsula. I did some in Zangarmarsh. I was doing some in Nagrand, but I actually didn't do that much. I don't know, I just wasn't entirely enjoying some of my questing in here, other than when I was first going through Hellfire. Whoops. I don't remember if I actually did any of the stuff in Blade's Edge Mountains. But I really wish I had actually experienced the questing in Shadow Moon back then, so. That reminds me, I gotta go hop on some of my, I gotta hop on my rogue, my warrior, my death knights, my monk, my demon hunters, and take them on runs through Black Temple, because I gotta, well, I really want to get those warglaives. So let's just say that's like one of my new, if you were asking me, what are you farming now these days? Like, what's your big farming commitment? Because for a period of time, this right here was my big farming commitment, Ashes of Alar. I got so sick and tired of, before they made the portal changes, I used to take the portal in the Shadow of Cleft to the little entrance right there. And then I would fly over there to Netherstorm just directly from the portal. And I would do that all the time as I was trying to farm Alar. Then when they made the portal room changes, then I would take the portal to Shatrath, and then I would use the Flight Master just fly to the one near Tempest Keep. And that's what I kept doing. There's the pit commander. 72 elite. I can't... Man, I've heard so much about what it was like when Burning Crusade launched, and all the Horde players and Alliance players, every player, walked through this area, and it's like, oh my gosh! Everybody's here! Oh no, a Fell Soldier made it through the portal! Alright. Through the dark portal we go. The echoes of magic here reverberate through the timeways. It was here that Gul'dan once traveled between worlds with the aid of the Vision of Time. Through this, is merely an echo of this enemy of Azeroth. Know that death at this entity's hands would prove quite real. It's okay, I took care of the real one in the Nighthold in Suramar. I think I can handle his echo.
You'll never let the end game begin.
Indeed, Gul'dan. Indeed.
Burn from within. Drink in the glory.
Ah! Horrified!
Burn from within. Surrender.
Oh, come on.
I may yet show mercy.
I've heard you say that line many times before.
Burn from within. Surrender. I may yet show mercy.
I'm one of those who really likes what they did with Gul'dan in Warlords and in Legion.
Burn from
Compared to
within.
the original Gul'dan from Warcraft 1 and 2.
Surrender. I may yet show mercy.
Actually, I don't remember if he was in Warcraft 2. I know they talked about the event in the Tomb of Sargeras, where he got killed in Warcraft 3. I just don't remember if that happened, you know, when exactly that happened in terms of Warcraft 1 and 2.
I am darkness incarnate. It cannot end like this.
Gul'dan will not be missed. Not in this, nor any other timeline. Come, we must travel now to the Temple of the White Tiger. Really? Gul'dan was a pox upon all lands that he set foot upon. His death was well deserved. Whoa! Okay, we phased back to, I guess, what's going on currently. So I guess this is like... Okay, so this is like the lead up to Warlords. So this is where, because you can see there's Cortana Fell song. There's Marad, Khadgar Thrall, Liadrin, yep. This is the, you're about to do Warlords, you know, whole thing. The echo of Warlord Zayla, oh my gosh. Warlord Zayla. Another name that stains the tongue just to speak it. She was instrumental in freeing Garrosh during his trial when she and her Dragon Maw clan attacked the Temple of the White Tiger. I'm ashamed to say that the dragon, Kairaz Dormu, was also involved. We will speak of this no more. The temple in Kunlai Summit is our next destination. Pretty sure he's referencing the events of the book. I think it's called War Crimes, because remember at the end of Siege of Orgrimmar, he was like, "Let him stand trial in Pandaria." I like how it's like, "Take the Zeppelin to Orgrimmar." Is there a quick way? Actually, yes, there is, because I can just recall back to Zul'Zar, take the portal to Orgrimmar, and then take the portal to the Jade Forest, and there we are. I'll be honest with you guys, I had forgotten about this whole portion involving, hey, let's mess with the vision of time. I had forgotten about that. All I remembered was us going to alternate Draenor. I forgot about this portion leading up to it. But this is a good heads up for you guys to know that, hey, you're going to have to do some running around here before you actually get to do this. course, someone else that was definitely involved was, I think it's pronounced Raytheon. You guys know who that is, right?
Welcome.
Probably should.
Farewell.
Alright, let's see. Ah, she's actually right up here. The temple.
Oh,
White
hello. I hope to see you again.
The wreck of Hellscream's fist. Ah, Pandaria. Oh, if there was one place that I would choose to live in Azeroth, it would certainly be here. I didn't finish my... I skipped so much in the Jade Forest. I skipped also quite a bit in the Valley of the Four Winds. And that's like a... This is like right here. This is the place I've heard about where you actually could be able to get Half Hill as like your own little place to live. And man, I would love to go back and finish all this. That, I don't know about doing. The delicacy stuff, I don't know about that. But getting to do some of the other questing here. Getting Half Hill as like your own little personal farm here in Pandaria. I gotta go see if that warband is over there. I've never gone over to face and beat them. But, Veil of Eternal Blossoms. I remember hardly messing around this area at all. Oh, the Timeless Isle. There's the Isle of Thunder over there. Dread Waste, I do remember really enjoying this. Never finished it, but I was really enjoying the storyline involving the Klaxi and the Mantid. A burning Pandaren spirit and the town-long steps. And then, Kunai Summit. Just by the by, in case you're curious, I believe right here, I think, is where you go to, like, around this area is where you go to get this, the Grand Expedition Yak. The one that has the Merchant and the Transmog. There's the Shaw of Anger. I wonder if he's up. Though I would probably hear him if he was. Oh, I love the music of Pandaria. Here we are. I've never mentioned how much I like Zuen. There it is. The stink of my kin still remains. Deal with this one quickly.
For the truth! I have been waiting for a fight! My blade will end you!
Shut up, Selah.
And now, you die!
She seems to be going down quicker than Gul'dan did.
Will end you!
Oh my gosh, whoa, whoa. Okay, that hurt.
My blade will end you!
Ah, no, no.
You die! I'm sorry, God.
Nope.
I have failed you.
Good riddance. Puh. Let us leave this place before it arouses my anger. I like his armor. Very, very bronze dragon themed. Look at those shoulders. Very nice looking armor. The echoes of Garrosh. Oh my gosh. Our final destination will take us to the depths beneath your city of Orgrimmar. The way there is barred, but I can get us inside. Meet me outside the gates of Orgrimmar, and we will descend together. Outside the gates of Orgrimmar, then defeat the Echo of Garrosh within the Siege of Orgrimmar. Woo! Alright. Sure. Alright, this is an easy one. I'll just go ahead and use my Dalaran Hearthstone. And we get to fight Gul'dan. We fought Zayla, whoopee. Now we're gonna get to fight Garrosh again. Woo! I find it funny he has not mentioned Raytheon, because I'm pretty sure he was involved in the whole sending Garrosh to alternate Draenor and all that whole thing. I will say, my feelings and opinions on Warlords is mixed. Believe it or not, overall, I like Warlords. I do. I really do like that expansion. But I'm not gonna just ignore the flaws and the things that I will either say I didn't like, or things that were just outright stupid, or silly, or ridiculous. For example, the whole, just out of nowhere, we can open a portal to a alternate timeline, but also an alternate dimension. Just boom, we can do that. What? That, well, I will agree, was kind of ridiculous. Alright. And I say that because they made it a point at the end of Cataclysm, after we defeated Deathwing, that Nozdormu and the Bronze Dragonflight had used up all their power. So the whole time magic thing was just kind of done. They couldn't do it anymore. They lost that power. And then just all of a sudden out of nowhere, at the beginning of Warlords, we can just open a time portal. What? I will agree, that was kind of ridiculous that just out of nowhere they could just do that. Because then the whole time travel thing just becomes a whole open door kerfuffle mess. But anyways. I would not be aiding you in this task if I did not believe that it was important. I'm ready to seek the Echo of Garrosh. Alright, back into the Siege of Orgrimmar we go. Don't drop the tusks, I can't pick it up on this character. Ooh, we're right in the throne room. Garrosh Hellscream. Such a pity how things turned out. In countless potential timelines, he was seen as a great hero to his people. Some called him the Horde's greatest war chief. What you saw here was one of his worst possible incarnations. A waste. That is interesting. That in other possible timelines that they saw, Garrosh actually was not as awful as he was in ours. It does make you wonder, what if? What if Garrosh had not been so awful? Could he have actually been a absolutely fantastic, wonderful person? Compared to this one that we got.
I am your... My people should have taken this world long ago, during the First War. But they fell to corruption. For the true Horde!
Why did he cut himself off?
In their weakness, they allowed the pitiful races of Azeroth to join the Horde. I will succeed where they have failed, and no power in this world can stop me.
Witness the power of the true Horde's arsenal.
Oh gosh, it's just like in the raid. Ah! Look out! Okay. Stun totem for the win.
Blood and thunder!
Blood and thunder!
Witness the power of the true Horde's arsenal!
Ah!
Blood
Oh,
and
come on.
thunder! No! It cannot end like this. What I have seen.
Even as a reverberation of the past, Garrosh was a formidable foe. I sense the threads of fate upon you. You are indeed worthy of what is to come next. Had there been any doubt, I would never have allowed the shard to fall into the wrong hands. Not again. Go. Return to Arculith. With the shard restored, he can send you to the place you seek. Alright. Let's recall back to the seal. Thank you, Anachronos. Reminds me, I also need to take my Death Knight through Siege to farm the tusks. Maybe I'll try it on Mythic. Try to solo it on Mythic to not only try for the tusks, but what the heck, I'll also try for the mount. Why not? I'm not dying for that mount, but may as well see if I can try. What I really want is the tusks. Because if I can get the tusks, then I can be able to do other characters. Otherwise, all I can really do is my Death Knight in terms of soloing it. If I had other people join me, then I could be able to do either my Paladin or my Warrior for the tusks, as long as they don't care. But lots of people do it with a plate character just so they can get the tusks.
Have you made a discovery?
Yes, this thrums with power. This is precisely what I needed.
Test. Observe. Repeat.
Hail, friend.
We must speak to Gramash Hellscream and remind him of his debt to us. Everything rests on this mission. I hope that your skills in diplomacy are greater than mine. Be on your guard. We do not know what to expect on the other side.
Keep your weapons sharp.
The streams of time and reality are ever shifting. The anchor to the world that you seek will be tenuous.
Can you hold the way open long enough for us to bring the Orcs of Draenor through?
I will send the shard through with you. When you are ready, it will bring you home. Go, but take care not to lose yourself amongst the threads of fate. Alright.
What is our destination?
Can you believe that the Horde has never founded an official Bureau of Telemancy? I mean, I have no idea how its citizens traveled with any degree of safety. The thought of all those random portals tearing holes in reality without any proper anchoring. Well, at any rate, I am pleased to offer a network of stabilized teleportation to the Horde. Move along, please. I guess that's his response to everyone questioning the changes to the portal rooms. What is that portal over there?
Tell
Send me to
the
Draenor.
laugh.
I have plenty of other thoughts in regards to Warlords and what happened behind the scenes, how it ended up, how I thought it should have been. But I'll probably save that for when I do my video on soloing Warlord raids. Meet the Overlord.
Intruders! Stay your hand. We come in peace to speak to your war chief. Silence! The Overlord will decide your fate. Bind them!
Green skin. Disgusting. I have heard tales of this corruption.
but have never seen it. Be wary, for all we know, they are spies sent by the Draenei. The Overlord will know what to do.
Hell's Reach Citadel. Ah. So this is where we're at.
They are... Overlord Gera, we have prisoners. They are light-bound spies. Filthy traitors. We will see. Speak, intruders. Who are you? I am Eitrig of the Blackrock clan. We come from Azeroth on behalf of our war chief. There is but one war chief, and you are no Blackrock. But let us put your words to the test.
This is Overlord Gera. She is interesting. I'll talk more about her when we find out some more about her. Some particular information.
From Ka.
We're not dead yet, so I suppose that is a good sign. This Overlord Gera has a fire inside her. I may come to like her, if she doesn't kill us. We have but one chance. You pay homage to the symbol of each clan, and I will speak of it. Show respect, or they will show us the Executioner's blade.
Goodbye.
The 3 banners in this camp will be known to any true orc. Tell me of them, or it's the Executioner's blade for you both.
So this is really cool, especially if you have done your homework on the lore regarding old, Draenor, and specifically the older time period that took place during basically during Warcraft 1 and Warcraft 2, but specifically Warcraft 2, sort of. Actually, no, I take that back. Let me narrow it down. If you've read Warcraft Chronicles Volume 2, where it discussed all the early history of Draenor with the ogres and the orcs kind of like first becoming a dominant race in Draenor, and this was like before the Draenei left Argus and made their way to Draenor, then you will have learned about some of these clans. So here, of course, is his clan, the Blackrock clan, which is also where this was Orgrim Doomhammer's clan.
The Blackrock, my own clan. We were proud orcs, fierce soldiers, but we were deceived by Gul'dan's fell magic and did terrible things.
Ah, Warsong. This is Grom. This is Grommash Hellscream's clan. Not only can you learn about this and that, but you can also learn about them in the books Lord of the Clans and Rise of the Horde.
The Warsong clan struggled for generations against the ogres. Though vastly outnumbered, Grommash Hellscream led his people to a great victory over the Highball.
And the Frostwolf. Durotan and Thrall's clan.
Durotan was chieftain of the Frostwolves. Never have I known a more honorable orc. He was a true leader who loved his people. I miss his wisdom.
Speak.
So, you know of our clans. Your words stir my heart, old one. We still honor the history of our clans, though we stand united as the Maghar, but you have yet to prove... Enough! I will judge the prisoners for myself, Gera. It has been many years since I set eyes upon a green-skinned orc. This is...
I'm sorry. It's hard for me to do Grom's voice, the one from Warlords, where he's like,
Your demise. Draenor is free!
It's very hard for me to do that, so I'm just gonna kind of do a regular voice here.
Years since I set eyes upon a green-skinned orc, and this one at your side is... familiar. You come from Azeroth. Indeed, I am Eitrig, and this is Neximus, champion of the Horde. Eitrig. I knew an Eitrig who served Blackhand. He was an honorable orc who died in glorious battle. And the Gramash Hellscream that I knew gave his life to free us from the grip of demons. A worthy death. Well then, here we are, two old ghosts. Why have you returned to Draenor after all this time?
In case you can't pick it up as to how much time has passed, first off, this is Grom, and he has Gorehowl. Of course he does. Look at Grom. He has white hair now. It's clear that a number of years have passed here on Draenor to the point where Grom, who is War Chief of the Mag'har, which makes sense, though it is a little silly considering that his turn to a good guy in Warlords was just so sudden and abrupt. It kind of didn't really make much sense, especially considering a lot of the horrible things that Grom did in Warlords. So, I'm not really sure that by the end of Warlords, Grom had really actually, redeemed himself or really actually became a good guy, but regardless, my point here is that Grom has clearly become a much older orc now than he was at the end of Warlords. That's kind of my point, just to give an idea here. Alright. So where was I? Right.
Do you think us fools? War Chief, we cannot pledge our soldiers to these off-worlders, not when we face foes of our own. Durotan owed a debt to these heroes. Gera, same as I. You dishonor your father's spirit with your outburst. Still, you have given me an idea.
Now that I want to point out before we continue here. Gera. This one right here. This is the daughter of Durotan and... Oh my gosh, I'm having a brain fart on her name. Was it Draga? Hold on. I want to make sure I get this name right. Draka, that's who it was, Draka. This is the daughter of Durotan and Draka, which means, in a very strange, weird way, because remember, this is an alternate dimension and an alternate timeline, so it doesn't exactly work this way, per se. But when you think about it in a very strange, weird way, this is Thrall's sister. This is Thrall's sister in a weird, alternate timeline way. Darn you, Blizzard, for coming up with this alternate timeline dimension thing. So I'm just saying, she is an offspring of Durotan and Draka, just like Thrall was. That's the kind of the point I was trying to make here. Now, where is Durotan? Well, we'll find that out in a bit. So hi, Grom.
Speak.
Now that's not his voice. I guess they couldn't get back the voice actor from Warlords.
Gera has a fiery spirit, like her mother. Perhaps facing a common foe will ease her wariness. We subdued the ogre clans long ago, but every so often one of their bravest and stupidest stirs the embers of rebellion. Today is such a day. You and Eitrig will join Gera in putting down the ogre uprising. Prove yourself in battle, and you may earn her respect.
Assist Gera in putting down the ogre uprising.
Abu.
Eitrig and Neximus will aid you in putting down the ogre instigator, Gera. I do not need the help of outsiders.
But I will do as you command. Come. Hold on. I need an appropriate mount here. Where is he? Ah, there he is. I don't have a Frostwolf mount, so this will have to be my next best thing. Gar Nighthowl. And hey, it pretty much matches our mounts here. Though I would love to have that mount that Eitrig has. Etrig, let me have that mount. Alright.
You are the daughter of Durotan and Draka?
I see them both in you, and are your parents? My mother commands a garrison in Nagrand. My father fell in battle to the Lightbound.
The Lightbound?
Enough questions. Ride. Yeah. So Durotan was killed by the Lightbound. You'll find out more about what I mean by that in just a bit. I'm telling you, what we are about to experience in this mission, when I saw what happens here the first time, it just blew my mind. First off, rip Durotan. He was so awesome throughout Warlords. Such a great guide and help. Such a shame he's gone. I like how there are 100 enemies here. Like, we're in an alternate version of this, and yet we are actually in this type of, and yet we're in a strange way in the same version of Draenor. What is that armor? Huh. She's got some awesome abilities on her.
I'm out of range.
What I would want to know, what do you think Thrall's reaction would be when he has that revelation that I did, when he realizes that this, in a weird way, is his sister? Now, I'm sure Gaera would have no, like, reaction or care towards Thrall. Why would she? She doesn't know Thrall. And she doesn't know the alternate version of her parents. But remember, Thrall was here with us when we were going through Warlords, meeting his parents. Yes, they were alternate versions of them, I know, but... I'm just saying, you can't deny or ignore that connection. That these two, in a weird way, are actually siblings.
I'm out of range.
And I just wonder what Thrall would think. Again, I don't think Gaera would really care, because she's already kind of established that she's not one to really care or think about stuff like this. But Thrall? This kind of thing would matter to him. Because remember, him getting to interact with them in Warlords was the closest he ever got to actually meeting and interacting with his parents. And now, he would find out that they had a daughter. Now, I don't remember if Gaera was actually mentioned or referenced back in Warlords. Because if not, that gives also an idea of how much time has passed, because if she was not even born in Warlords, she's already a full-grown woman. That gives you another idea as to how much time has passed in Warlords, you know, here on Draenor, since the end of Warlords. Now, what I wonder, has that much time passed in our time in Azeroth, or is it implying that time just works differently in alternate Draenor? What is the meaning of this uprising, Korgal? You know that we must stand together now more than ever.
You cannot protect your own people, daughter of wolves. Why would we follow you? Silence! If you will not stand down, then I will put you down myself. The Mag'har are doomed, Gaera, but I am sure that my clan will endure long after yours has fallen to dust.
That is a light-bound war priest. Are you starting to get the idea of what's going on here? Of what it is we're actually facing here on Draenor. Oh gosh, my health. Ah.
We have to deal with an... Oh. Damn those traitors! Have a great... How great a force do they have?
Oh. An Exarch leads them. Their numbers are considerable.
Good. I've been wanting another Exarch's head upon my wall. Come, outsiders. We have to deal with an ogre uprising every few seasons. It is time you explained who these Lightbound are, Overlord. I suppose you have earned that much. After Archimonde's fall, the Orcs and Draenei worked together to drive the Legion from Draenor. Those were good years. But without demons to fight, the Draenei became fixated upon their precious light. Their Naru masters compelled them to spread their influence among the Orcs. A few converted willingly. Others had the light forced upon them. Some Orcs even sided with the Draenei against their kin. Even the war chief's own son was lost. We called these traitors Lightbound. I will not stand by while the High Exarch crusades against Maghar freedom. The tyranny of the light must be ended. We will fight with you, Overlord.
Yeah. That's what I was referring to and alluding to. The Draenei, they're Naru masters. So, I was also referring... This is what I was also referring to when we were talking about Zira back in Legion. The Naru told the Draenei to spread their influence among the Orcs. Now, if some of the Orcs chose willingly, fine, that's their choice. But here's the other part. But here's the part that is notable right here. Others had the light forced upon them. Does that remind you of anything? Does that remind you of that conversation that Zira had with Illidan? And how Illidan was like, no, I don't think so. And she's like, well, too bad, I'm going to force this on you. And he had to basically destroy Zira to stop it from happening. This is basically a continuation of that mindset, that Zira was trying to force it on them. And that's what these Naru and these Draenei are now doing. And if you're wondering who this High Exarch is, remember a certain Draenei that we met in Warlords, who said, if you would ever need us, we will be here. Yeah.
If it is not an uprising of ogres or the promise of starvation, it's the constant threat of the Lightbound. Should the reports prove true, this is the closest that they have dared approach our stronghold in quite some time. Come or stay, but make your decision quickly. Assist Geira against the tyranny of the light.
I will see Draenor's skies once more.
So I guess we just have to kind of make our way out. I guess so. We're out. We're heading back. Now, I think I've heard some people saying, oh, this is ridiculous. The light isn't evil. The light can't be, like, you know, tyrannical and all
for a
that.
friend of the Grummels.
Let's point something out. This is not necessarily the light itself we're referring to. It's mainly the Naru. Now, this is something that they touched upon when we were in Argus. You remember the whole quest line in Argus, or storyline, involving Turalian and Zira and the Naru? Yeah. That was a very notable indicator and kind of tease as to what was actually going on when it came to the Naru. And Velen was even referring to some of this as well, talking about how there were times where the Naru would ask him to do something he didn't want to, but it was because they wanted to further their own cause. In fact, if you remember, alternate Velen sacrificed his life to save a Naru.
Report! We are holding the line, Overlord, but the enemy looks to be mustering for a bigger attack. This is not your fight, outsiders. You are free to return to Azeroth. I have never walked away from a battle. I do not plan to start today. Then we fight for blood and honor together. With me, heroes!
Lightbound Vigilance. Lightbound Batteries. We are basically taking on an army of light-bound or light-forged Draenei Orcs. Look at some of these quotes here. Join us in the light, brothers and sisters. Yield Maghar, embrace the light. You have ruined this land. It is not too late to save it. This is what has become of Yrel's Draenei on Draenor. This is what she did, or rather, this is what the Naru had her do on Draenor when we left. Now, whether or not this is actually Yrel's fault, how much at fault she actually is, I don't know. But I will say that if you recall, she did tend to become quite a devout follower of the light by the end of Warlords, partly because of what happened in regards to Murad. Now, Murad, he was awesome. Okay, and I was like, oh no, Murad, when he fell in Warlords, because Murad was awesome.
Back, Draenei! Your light is not welcome here!
I like how we have these big iron wargrons to help us with this. Let the Horde have more of these guys, these wargrons, because these guys are awesome. Heed the High Exarch's visions. It's a shame that very little to no voice acting is in this whole quest line. Because some of the upcoming conversations, I think, would actually benefit a lot from some voice acting. Ow. You guys can probably understand that that I absolutely love Eitrig and Varrock. Just a lot of these old orcs that they have been through a lot, and at this point that they are just all about, you know, a lot of the better traits of orcs, like honor and such. Now, where is Grom? Oh. That little mini-map icon is so deceptive. So misleading. Let's also get rid of this. Exarch Aurelius. Look at that. A Radiant Naru. Now, whether or not this is a separate group of Naru, separate from our own on Azeroth, see, what I wonder Is it possible this alternate version of Draenor has an alternate group of Naru that perhaps are a little bit more zealous or extreme when it comes to the light? Now, what many of us have theorized is that they want to use the light on everything in the same way the Void Lords want to use the Void. No, Naru, not again! Cease this pointless defiance, Maghar. Stand down and welcome the light. Retreat while... Curse this vile light! Retreat while you still can. You will not force your doctrines upon us, Draenei. The High Exarch orders you to submit or face judgment. For Draenor! For the Maghar! Yeah, he's in a warframe. That's a death machine he's using right now. This is gonna... The Naru offer us peace and order.
You mean subjugation?
Give up your hate. The light can heal the scars of war.
Our scars are not yours to take!
This once fertile land is now lifeless dust. That's what your hate has done. I like how she basically used the same quote that Illidan said.
It's not yours to take.
That's what Illidan told Zira.
Your High Exarch cannot save you. My people will never stop fighting until Draenor is free. Come, champions of Azeroth. We must tell the war chief of our victory, and of the fate of my brothers and sisters in Evermoon Morn Hold. I'm afraid that there is little that we can do to save them now.
Yeah, they're basically imprisoned in barriers of light. It's this whole... They are literally forcing it on them that is just like, holy moly. Keep in mind, we also have yet to see Yrel. She has yet to show up. And you notice they never actually say Yrel this whole time. They've never actually said Yrel. They've only said the High Exarch. Kind of teasing as to who it's going to be when we pretty much know it's going to be Yrel.
The Draenei attack was thwarted, War Chief, but the High Exarch will not relent. Fanatics never do. We will be ready. And what of these heroes from Azeroth? Were they aid to you? They fought with courage. I admit I judged you harshly, Eitrig. You as well, Niximus. Now on the matter of the debt that we owe your horde, we will stand... Me, along with a company of volunteers, with your permission, War Chief. You, Overlord? But what of your people's fight here? The War Chief can hold off the Draenei and those traitorous Lightbound. The Maghar will help you win your war, and then your debt will be paid. I suspected that once you bonded with them in battle, you would wish to join these heroes. Geira, I give you my blessing. You have our thanks. Prepare to return to... War Chief! War Chief Hellscream! An army approaches! How many do we face? All of them! All? Lantrastor, ride as hard as you can. Gather every orc you see and bring them here. Overlord, Eitrig, hold the line here with me. Niximus, head to the top of the tower and rain hell on the Lightbound.
Am I about to get into an artillery cannon here? Like, what exactly am I about to get to use here? But yeah, I like how just from us, like, doing well in battle with her, that was enough for Geira. She's like, you know what? You fought well. You're awesome. I'll help you out. Alright, so I have Turret Blast, Iron Lightseeker. Let's see. Oh, look at that. So this actually seeks them out. That's pretty awesome. They are sending everything. Look at how large this army is. This, I hope, gives you an idea as to what they've been doing in terms of not only recruiting and converting, but also subjugating the rest of the orcs. Because these are not just Draenei. These are also orcs. The orcs that they have been forcing this upon. This army is huge! It's insane how long they've held out here this whole time, considering how large this force is. But for some reason, this is now apparently when they are sending literally everything at us. But look at this. We can't hold off against this.
There are too many. We cannot hold this line forever. We must! It is not our fate to fall to this corruption.
Gramash Hellscream, it has been a long time.
High Exarch, a rare honor.
I have come to offer you one last chance to embrace the light. Now it says High Exarch Yrel. Your people are choking the life from this world, dooming the land to desecration.
How can you be so blind, Yrel? It is the light that has doomed this world.
It pains me to lose an old friend, Gramash. But, very well. We will settle this your way. Lowers his voice so that only the Maghar can hear.
Geira, get everyone out of here. Now! No questions!
I'll finish reading that in just a moment, to show you what Grom just did.
For the Maghar! For Draenor! Tarnogar! Gather around quickly. We have only one chance. No! I will stand with my war chief. Do not let his sacrifice be in vain. We go! Now!
Die well, Gramash Hellscream. So, by the way, Maghar Blade Master. Yes. I just love, look at this. Like all these different types of Maghar orcs. Look at this. This is all. We even have some ogres with us. Yeah. Look at this. We even have an Ogron Spine Crusher. Yes. But I will say that was pretty awesome of Grom there. Alternate Grom. That to let us have a chance to get out and get away from Yrel, who at this point it's pretty obvious she has become a fanatic for the Naru and the light. And it's pretty telling. The implications of that are huge. Especially if this is a possible tease or hint as to what may come in the future from the Naru, or the light, or from Yrel. Because what I'm wondering, because the implication here is that the doorway to alternate Draenor has been closed. At least I think so. We thought so before, and they just opened it up again. But let's just say we don't want Yrel to be coming to Azeroth at this point, because she would be having a Lightbound army with her. And I would just love to know what Khadgar and everyone else's reaction is, who got to meet and know Yrel and Warlords, to see what she was doing now. I'm just saying, this turn for Yrel is very eye-opening. At least it is to me.
Iron Wargrons! Yes!
I'm sorry, I've just always loved these types of forces and units. This is awesome. Maghar Giant Slayer. So, we're back at Orgrimmar with the Maghar and Geira.
The heart of the Maghar is pure and strong.
So, I guess now that Grom is gone, she is essentially the war chief of the Maghar, but then again, I'm pretty sure she is about to commit her loyalty to Sylvanas. Puh. Blech. I really wish she wouldn't, but if she's anything like Nazgrim was for Garrosh, well, to think of those that we just lost, it is... No, it is of no use. This world is not what I expected. It is time for us to meet your war chief. There is no need to delay any further. We can lick our wounds once we have a roof over our heads. And I'm about to get a Maghar dire wolf. Yes!
Die well.
It is done, Overlord.
This is Azeroth. Mere moments ago, we were fighting for our lives on Draenor. I never thought I would set eyes upon another world. I felt the same long ago. It can be unsettling. I will do what I can to help you and your people. Before us stand the walls of Orgrimmar, the capital of the Horde. There is no time to mourn what was lost. The Maghar will make a new home here. I will go with you now, Eitrig, and have words with your war chief. It is still the troll that my mother spoke of? Not any longer. I will explain. So she thinks it's, remember, in Warlords, Vol'jin was war chief. So she thinks it's still Vol'jin. Yeah, not anymore, sadly. I really wish it was. Report to the war chief.
I will hear your words, but judge you by your deeds.
The Alliance embraces the Draenei and their Lightforged kin. That alone is reason to crush their cities to dust.
May your enemies grovel
Oh,
before
boy.
you.
State your business to your war chief.
I see you brought a new face along with you, Niximus.
Our mission was successful, War Chief. Overlord Gayara has pledged her soldiers to the Horde.
Eitrig has told me of your people's strength. I trust honor means as much to you as it does to him.
Honor is everything to us. We do not make this oath lightly, War Chief. Eitrig and your champion proved their courage and nobility. If they embody the heart of the Horde, then we will gladly fight beside them.
I accept your loyalty, Overlord. Your people are welcome within the gates of Orgrimmar.
Draenor has fallen, but we will make a new home on Azeroth. Your enemies are now our enemies. For the Horde!
For the Horde!
Oh, I have to make my Maghar Orc character. Okay, so now that is done, let's go check him out. Alright, allied races. Here we are, the Maghar Orcs. Alright. So, Maghar Orcs can be either a warrior, a hunter, which looks like you get a dire wolf right off the bat, makes sense, a rogue, of course, a priest. This is the first time we have actually been able to make orc priests. And I gotta say, the idea of that just makes me laugh. They, of course, can be shamans, of course. I like how the totem has the Horde logo on it there. A mage, of course. Now, these cannot be warlocks, like regular orcs can. And, of course, they can be monks. Obviously, they can't be druids, demon hunters, or death knights. So, I'm gonna mess around with this a bit. Perhaps, go with what I was talking about, making a warrior that is similar in the liking to Grom. I mean, after all, there's the hairdo right there. So, oh my. So, let's see. So skin color, you can either... So skin color is kind of like a cross between, you can either change the color of your skin to be either very dark. You can add some, I guess those are like some, I don't know, some scars on there? Look at that. Oh my gosh. You want to talk about some serious battle scars. Oh man. This is kind of the standard look you would expect. Some tattoos. Some face paint. I do kind of like that. So let's see. Faces. Hairstyles. Mohawk. Hair color. Facial hair. And posture. If you want to go with the classic slunched over look, you can. Or you can go with the upright, which I do. So I'll just go with this. Papaneeks. What? Voila! And this is the background. I like how it looks like one of the Iron Horde fortresses or Maghar fortresses back on Draenor. Alright, let's check this out. The intro cinematic and get our mount.
Strength and honor, blood and thunder. Mere words to others, but everything to us.
Whoa. What the?
We are the last survivors of a proud tribe. The uncorrupted. The unbroken.
What was that shot?
The Maghar.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay, I think we need to do that over because that was kind of awkward. Oh my gosh. That was one of the most hilarious things I've ever seen. What a hilarious camera angle that was. Oh my gosh, that was way too funny. Ugh. I think the cutscene bugged. You think? Alright, let's just try this again. If it does it again, then I just... I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Strength and honor. Blood and thunder.
Yep,
Mere
it did
words
again.
to others, but everything to us. We are the last survivors of a proud tribe. The uncorrupted. The unbroken. The Magha.
Whatever. I give up. Whatever. Alright. So we just start straight up in Orgrimmar. Like, just like right here. I'm pretty sure that because I'm a warrior, that this is like, hey, guess what?
What do you
You
need?
have a warrior quest.
For the Horde.
That. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Arms at the moment. I guess that makes sense. I'll go ahead and just grab that just cause. Reminds me. Alright, hold on.
We are here to win this.
I can mess with this later.
The Maghar face a new future, warrior. Draenor has fallen. We cannot know if we will ever set eyes upon our homeland again. But this is not the time to wallow in past sorrows. Destiny is ours to decide. Orgrimmar is our home now, and we must make our mark upon this land. Show our allies in the Horde what it means to be Maghar. Meet with the ambassador at the War Chief's embassy, and then go forth and claim victories across Azeroth. Strength and honor, Papaneeks.
Tabard of the Maghar Orcs, yes.
Fight with honor. Die with glory.
Here's the new mount. Yeah! Oh, I love this mount. Maghar Direwolf, yes. Oh, this is an awesome mount. I love this. Oh, look at that. It's got like a weapon holster or weapon on the back. Oh, such an awesome mount. I love the running animation too. All the way in the Valley of Honor though, so I'm going to have to make my way over there. Whatever. Oh gosh. Hold on. There. Let me scroll so you guys don't have to see any of that. I didn't read what it said there, but usually these days when you walk into Orgrimmar and the general channel is on, you see some pretty awful nasty stuff. Can't stand that. So these days I find myself just turning off the general chat in Orgrimmar, because it's just awful these days. Just awful. Well, while we're running, may as well mess with my interface. There we go. Oh, yeah, it's like, hey, you made a new character. Maybe you should use your heirlooms. I will get that set up in a bit. I will. But first... There we go. Favorite. There we go.
speak quickly.
Are you the new one? I'm supposed to welcome you. Here, take this letter.
Ah, the young hero comes before me. I am told you show great promise. Let us hope these reports prove true. The Horde has many rivals in this world. Some call us enemies, others call us outcasts. But we find strength in unity, and in defiance of those who would challenge our freedom. Rest assured, I will be taking note of your progress. As War Chief, I expect much of you, and I reward those who serve me well. Enough of these pleasantries. You have much to prove, hero. Wherever your path takes you, know that you fight for the Horde.
I have no time for foolishness.
Lots of new things to cut around here, if you know what I mean. I mean, I like to cut things. Do you like to cut things? Maybe we can cut things together one day.
Go now.
That was a limb flare. As someone who loves orcs, I'm so happy that I finally was able to get this. The Maghar Orcs, and I love the mount that comes with it. So that was the questline to unlock the Maghar Orcs as an allied race. Pretty interesting, wasn't it? All the implications about Yrel and the Draenei over there. And I'm pretty sure at this point, Draka may also be dead. Or Yrel forced her to become a Lightbound. We don't know. We know that Durotan died because of a Lightbound. But we don't know Draka's ultimate fate. My belief is that she either got forced to become a Lightbound or she was just outright killed. We don't know. So, the Maghar Orcs have now joined the Horde. What this means later on, especially with Geira now being part of the Horde's leadership, well, we'll just have to wait and see what that actually means, especially going forward in the story involving the main leaders, but... Anyways, it's been an hour and a half of doing this Maghar Orc storyline. I still can't believe that hilarious camera shot during that cinematic. That has to be some kind of bug. It has to be. Otherwise, I would have to very much question the people who shot that cinematic at Blizzard. But anyways, that was the Maghar Orc Allied Race questline, and I will see you guys next time.